Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's Beastars read-through. So I'm starting this off. Already I don't have a voice for whatever reason. I have no idea what's going on with my voice right now. But I tried to record Tower of God before this, and it was just kind of a mess because I don't have a voice for some reason. But either way, I'm going to try to get through 5 to 7 chapters. I'm hoping to maybe post this before I go to bed tonight, and it's the day that I am supposed to have these read-through videos up Wednesday. But because I had to take Monday off, kind of, for issues with my audio and stuff, I'm a day behind, so this might get pushed back to Thursday morning. But either way, let's just get through Beastars. We're starting at chapter 75, and last time we got some really cool stuff. Like, we learned Legosi isn't fully wolf. He's a mixed breed of some sort. And we also learned about his grandfather a little bit more. We've had mentions of the grandfather a lot in the past. In addition to all of that, sorry, just checking my recording, of course. In addition to all of that, there was more development with him fighting alongside Goheen, but there was something else I wanted to bring up that I thought was really important. Oh yeah, we learned that Riz, was his name Riz or Kiz? I think it was Riz. The bear is actually the one who killed Tem, but Legosi can't take him on yet because he's not strong enough. He would get just ragdolled because the dude's a big powerful bear. But he just met back up with Louis, and I feel like the two of them could work together to achieve both of their goals, especially given that, or at least at the moment, Louis, when they first met back up, was like, leave everything to me, which means, at least in my opinion, I think he was sort of more directing that towards Legosi than toward his men. And he was saying it as in a way of, I'm going to smooth things over with them, so don't do anything stupid, Legosi. Sorry, I'm just sliding my mic over just a little bit because it was covering the arrow key. I'd need to move forward here. So, yeah, let's get into reading, starting with page 75. We have a nice big 2-page spread color cover for it. Chapter 75, to unwind a grandfather clock. They went their separate ways to do what they believed in, and now they meet again. Alright, looking good. Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, it doesn't look like it skipped anything. We have Louis grabbing onto his muzzle. Legosi never knew Louis's whereabouts after he disappeared. Imagine his shock after discovering him with the Shishigumi. On the other hand, Louis still has complicated feelings from when he first saw Legosi in the back alley market. And we have Legosi breathing heavily. Keep that nose of yours to yourself. Well, sorry, just my instincts. I know Louis Senpai's smell because I sniffed him back at that time in the garden. It's definitely him. His smell's mixed with the smell of cigarettes and lions, though. Want us to search him. Says, again, I think his name is Ibuki. Sure, why not? Do as you please. Alright. Why is Louis Senpai the boss of these guys? Hey kid, you've been acting awfully suspicious. Tell me why you're spying on us. Did the Madaragumi order you to do it? Or maybe the Dokugumi? Looks like they don't recognize me, he thinks. Glad my fur cut wasn't for nothing. No, look, I'm sorry. I was just passing by. And, I was tailing you because I was curious. Look at me, Louis Senpai. Don't you recognize me? You were always in my thoughts, Senpai. Louis Senpai. Legosi going full on Tsundere here. It's really you, Louis Senpai, and he's wagging his tail. I'm really sorry, so, could you let me go? Huh? And I think he notices that his tail is wagging. What's with this guy? Why is he wagging his tail right now? And we have the one guy with the scars, the weirder one from the Shishigumi. Is he insane? And then we have an awkward cough from Louis. Read the atmosphere. Please, Tail. I know that you're happy that we met Louis Senpai after such a long time, and that he seems to be doing well. I really do. But now is not the time. And he sighs. He tries again. It's no good. Can't stop my tail. Quick, think about something that'll depress me. I know. I haven't even studied half of my study material for next week's test. Don't canines wag their tails when they're happy? I don't know. Let's find out more about this guy. He's way too suspicious. He pisses me off. Alright, and then Louis looks back at him. Don't like the way you've been looking at our boss. Check if he has any weapons or wiretaps. Legosi, this is what you get for coming here in the first place, thinks Louis. When I saw you at school, you had this suffocatingly self-righteous attitude about herbivores, but when I saw you here in the back alley market, you were buying a bag of meat. Okay. Are you just happy to see me? So happy that you can't help but wag your tail. There's nothing in this world I hate more than hypocrites like you. That's enough. He's not a spy, says Louis. You're going to show me your true colors tonight. Why don't I make it up to you with some food, you dog? I'm going to have dinner with the leaders of the Shishigumi. I need to know what you really are. You come too. Huh? He says. And then we have some time skip ahead. So, what's your name? How old are you? What's your job? Why were you wagging your tail like that? That was just gross. My name's Haru. I'm 27 years old, and I'm a night worker. As for my tail, my body was just really excited. Ah, so you're a masochist. So weird, says the one guy. I've heard that the most effective way to tell a lie is to mix it in with the truth. I get that a lot. I think I'm in serious danger right now, but I don't get why Louis-senpai invited me to dinner with these guys. Haru, eat to your heart's content, he says. Yeah, this is the back alley market where you can eat as much meat as you want. Oh wait, do you have any herbivore friends? Well, you'd be pretty damn dumb to reject food from the Shishigumi. I can't eat this, he says. What? I'm sorry, but I'm a fox, bigger than most, I must add. I can only eat fried tofu. This wolf is so full of shit. And we have Louis getting pissed. Foxes don't have the best diets, you know. Ha, I don't understand you. Our boss is a fine young deer, as you can see, but he likes eating meat. Ain't that right, boss? Of course. I'm fine with cannibalism. Whoa, that's a big bite. Good going, boss. You're nothing like this wimp. You should learn from him, Haru. I'll excuse myself for a bit. Got it? Got it, says Ibuki. This is how I live, Legosi. If you still can't let go of your pretentious justice, then so be it. Judge me if you must. Hey, where'd Haru go? He went to the bathroom. We're not what we seem, right, Legosi? Hey, Legosi, hit me like you did last time, says Louis, looking back toward him. And then Legosi hugs him, wagging his tail. What are you doing here, senpai? I'm so... oh, bromance. I'm so glad that you're still alive. I don't smell any meat. The only thing I could smell from this idiotic underclassman was the body wash from school. Even with their environments changed, they never lost their trust in each other. Only the moon sees them now. This was really cute. I liked it. And I like that the scanlation thing at the end looks like it has the haircut version of Legosi now. I liked this. This was cute. Alright, making sure my recording still looks alright. Alright, let me just jump straight into chapter 76. Okay. Winner of the Taisho Awards. During nighttime in the back alley market, Legosi reunites with Louis, his upperclassman, whom he holds in high regard, to see that he has become one with the darkness. But despite his differences, Legosi responds to this reunion with great joy. Alright, chapter 76, A Capriccio and a Cry for the Moon. Hey, stop it, this sickening idiot, you're breaking my body. And his tail droops down. Canines wag their tails when they're happy. Talk to me, Louis-senpai. Please. It's all coming back to me. Let go of me first. All the annoyance I felt when we were in the drama club together. His abundant strength always overwhelmed me, yet he subconsciously chooses to hide it from others. His expressions, filled with purity, give me a dizzying sense of hopelessness. I presume you understand everything from what you saw there. I'm colluding with the Shishigumi as their leader. A lot has happened. It's my fault, isn't it? It's all because I came to their hideout, says Legosi. Don't take me for a fool. I wouldn't throw away my future because of you. I knew that you rescued Haru from the Shishigumi, but don't you dare think that I gave myself up to the Shishigumi for your sake. I chose this path out of my own volition. Let's change the subject. I don't like that you hugged me while you're intimate with Haru. Intimate? We're not like that. In fact, we're not even going out, I think. What? But you saved her life. Did she reject you or something? She can be hard to read sometimes. Well, I don't know, maybe. Well, I'm working on that. I think she wants you back as much as I do. I can get used to a harsh training routine, but trying to figure out how girls think is never going to be easy for me. You were training here. I did notice you were bigger than I last saw you. Yeah. And then he thinks, Louis-senpai, he looked anxious before, but now he looks a lot calmer. I want you to come back to school. Louis-senpai, why don't we run away? Right now. I can't. The Shishigumi need me. They respect me. No, they're deceiving you. They're going to corrupt you to the very brim, and I can't accept that. You're still the same goody two-shoes, says Louis, smiling. Listen, in the society of adults, everyone deceives each other for their own benefit. Naturally, when I started as their boss, our relationship was purely out of business. But now, we're close enough to pull this off. And they all have their guns at the back of Legosi's head. All right. You tricked me, says Legosi. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not doing this out of contempt. I just want to show my dear underclassmen a taste of reality. Don't underestimate a feline's instincts. If anything out of the ordinary happens to our boss, we notice right away. Perfect for protecting him from punks like you. I think you're aware now that I can never come back. I've been corrupted a long time ago. They always let their guard down. They think just because our boss is an herbivore that the Shishigumi's gotten soft. That's made work a lot easier. A lot of livestock herbivores place their hopes on us. The poor kids feel saved that an herbivore is in charge of the vendors that sell them. It's a vicious means, but I must do whatever it takes to enforce my beliefs. However, that's pretty damn morbid. You can push yourself towards the path of light. Be a hero. And don't give me that, but I'm not cut out for it garbage. Improve yourself and become a leader of the outside world. Got it? Right? And then Legosi kicks one of them in the face. I refuse. I can't do it. There's no one I know who's as determined and ambitious as you are. You desire strength more than anyone else. And Legosi starts taking down the Shishigumi. You have what I don't. It's something that this world needs. The dignity of an herbivore. And then he grabs onto Louis. Don't shoot. Wow, you weren't kidding when they said they respected you, Louis-senpai. I know you're not going to hurt me. If you want to say something, then say it. Okay, then I'll be quick. I know the culprit behind the murder at the drama club. What? It's true. Cheriton School needs you to remedy its madness. Well, I'm doing whatever I can to catch the culprit, but at this rate, the school's going to forget something really important. They need someone with your strength. Shit, he fell off. We're going to chase him. You knew we wouldn't die from that height. What the school must absolutely not forget is that no matter how low you are in life, you can still pick yourself back up. With enough inner strength and dignity. Oh, sorry, I missed something. Let me go back a page. Alright. Okay. Come on. Hold on, I missed something. Flowing tears, filled with emotion. That was really, really good. I really like the conversation between them. Alright, before getting into chapter 77, let me get some water. So, yeah, let's go into chapter 77 then. He's filled with anger at the water bottle that proved his culpability in Tem's murder. Hope you don't get too bad of a sleep tonight. And he's just, again, pissed off thinking about Pina. Chapter 77, The Naivety of a Honey Hunt. Alright. Pina-kun needs to mind his own business. He starts taking a pill. Oh. He doesn't know how hard it really is for me to get a good sleep at night. Hey Riz, you taking your pills? Yeah, I always do before I go to sleep. I never needed to use those pills last year, you know. I never thought I'd reach 2 meters this year. Huh, you've reached it, huh? Well, I'm already used to it. Riz, do those pills give you side effects? Yeah, a lot actually. It's hard to wake up, and my voice isn't very strong in the morning. Well, these side effects are supposed to go away when I turn 20, so for now I'll just have to deal with it. And it's a strength restrainer. Okay. Yeah, we have to deal with the burden of being big bears. Not many animals know this, but it's not too bad. Carnivorous bears who were over 2 meters high. Okay, good night. Night. Are required by the government to take pills that decrease muscle mass. Bears are differentiated from other carnivores because of how threatening their overwhelming strength is to their surroundings. Oh, I thought this pillow was supposed to be sturdy. Better to keep my accidents trivial rather than tragic. I don't feel any shame from taking these pills every night. What actually bothers me, though, you ain't looking good, Riz. And we have a roommate, 193 centimeters. Headache, lethargy, fatigue are these morning side effects. And then he has a jar of sunflower honey. Starts gulping it down. Honey's the only thing that can relieve my headaches. Everyone around me thinks I'm just some friendly, honey-loving bear. I always feel safe when I'm around you. No one knows the real me. No one, except him. 8 months earlier, the spring. Riz, you're kinda scary. Okay, so we're gonna see what actually happened then. And then Riz notices Tem. What? What? Did you say that, Tem? Yeah, I mean, you're just so big. This male alpaca's name is Tem. He's my classmate, and like me, he is a member of the drama club. Well, sorry if I'm weirding you out. No one's ever called me scary before. Sorry, did I offend you? I've been curious about the way you look at our clubmates whenever they're having fun. What do you think about always having to look down? Do you feel helpless? His words were sweeter than honey. Tem, for some reason, my body feels light right now. If you've got any worries, I'll lend you an ear. But first, let's go to the rest area and get some juice. Huh? Sure, but didn't you just call me scary? Yeah, but I didn't mean it as an insult. Tem always spoke his mind. I didn't know bears took these pills. You must have it rough. I haven't told anyone about my pills except for my family. I didn't think the day would come when I'd tell an herbivore about it. Why? I'd think it'd be better if you told the club members about it. No way. If everyone finds out that I'm restraining my strength, they'll distance themselves from me. Will they, though? They all know how much of a nice guy you are, so I don't think there'll be any problems. Nice guy, he thinks. I wouldn't call myself a nice guy. Heck, I don't even know what it means to be nice. Hey, hold on. When you were talking to me, you said your body was feeling light, right? Then why don't we talk more often, like when we're done with club? Your side effects might go away, you know? Tem turned out to be right. After a few days of trivial conversation with Tem, I noticed that I'd been eating less honey. This is all thanks to him. I don't even feel a bit of melancholy when I take a pill. And then he stops. Do I really need this? I want to get closer to Tem. I want him to see the real me. Oh hey, Tem, can I see you tonight? And we see that he didn't take his pills. Alright. You seem kinda off, Riz. Like your body's bigger than usual. You could tell? I stopped taking my pills for the first time since I'd reached 2 meters. What? Why? You shouldn't be doing that. But I don't need it anymore. And he grabs his arm. Why are you backing away from me? And he crushes his arm. So Tem starts yelling. Tem, wait. Tem, I wanted to show you the real me. We should be capable of understanding each other. I don't believe it. You carnivores are nothing but monsters. When Tem said that, his eyes were the most beautiful and compassionate eyes I'd ever seen. That's why you don't have to hide anything from me. We're best friends. What? Well, of course, your monster strength is one of the many great things about you. I'll accept every part of you, Riz. You don't have to suffer anymore. Tem, and he starts crying, and then he tears him apart. Tem. Tem? And he looks down. Under the piece of meat was a pool of blood. On me were marks made from desperate resistance. I can't let the time I spent with Tem become a mere illusion. Okay. So he just blinked out. Probably, again, side effects of not taking the pills. He blinked out and killed him. His texture, his color, his warmth, his flavor, they all make up my sweet adolescence. I'll always treasure them until the day I die. This is the cruelty of adolescence in a world where carnivores and herbivores coexist. Okay, so again, I like that as terrible as it is that he killed Tem and he took Legosi's friend away from him and stuff, at the same time, it seems, and we don't know if Tem was really telling the truth about Riz being his best friend, or if he was just trying to, like, cover for him and not be killed and stuff, but it's interesting that what Riz is doing, despite it being bad, it's kind of just part of the world they live in, that something like that can just happen. So that was a really, really interesting way to write things. But now we have Chapter 78, A Garden of Organic Fruit. Right? Are these two in good terms or bad? And we have Haru and Legosi. All of a sudden, an extreme development. The school called for a 3-day holiday. There's too much damn homework, so much for a holiday. We haven't even left the dorm, says the one hyena. I don't think they meant this holiday to be a time of rest. We're going back to school tomorrow. I wonder if the teachers will tell us the meaning of this whole thing, says Jack. I get it. I'll get it. Okay. And we have, again, both Jack and the one larger guy whose name I always forget, turning to the door. This is from the school, addressed to every room and every dorm. Thanks. And the guy reads it. Hey guys, something weird just happened. And we have worsening the anxiety, Legosi. What, is it some kind of incident? Let me see. And I like the little, I think it was a fennec fox that was his one roommate. I like it hanging on to him there. And the 5 of them go to read. I thought there were 6 of them though, but either way, maybe there's 5. To all the students in this school, Legosi, is this... You must all be surprised with the sudden news. Next morning, this has been decided after many meetings with the school staff and the Board of Trustees. Starting next year, Cherryton School will be segregated into different classes and campuses. Type B, Bengal Tiger, 17 years old, Bill. What the hell's happening there? Seriously? Morning. They're going to be dividing us by floors, says this. I think it's a camel. Starting next year, carnivores will have floors 1 and 2, and herbivores will have floors 3 through 5. This is going to be the last year we'll be sitting together? And it's a dromedary who sits with Bill. Which means you don't get to copy my homework anymore. Sorry. What? Come on, man. This is too sudden. How'd it come to this? Not a lot we can do about it. Can't you at least pretend to be upset about this? And why don't you go to the hospital to get that tongue fixed? It's just hanging out. Also, okay, all interspecial clubs will be suspended starting next month. This is where the real problem is. The drama club's going to be suspended next month. Well, there is club today. I wonder what the guys think about this. That was a shocker, you know, and Bill's listening in. Well, there aren't many interspecial schools these days. I think we should have been segregated sooner. My mom sent a complaint to the school. She's worried about the incidents recently. All herbivore parents are like that. They don't like their kids being in a school filled with meat-hungry carnivores. Well, I can't say they're wrong, thinks Bill. And then he looks up. Hey, hold on. I'm supposed to be the most optimistic guy in drama club. Can't let myself get down. Bill. Oh? And then he looks down. Oh, it's his friend, Els. Hey, Els, you surprised me. Want to walk to club with me? Mrahaha. Bill, did you hear the announcement? The club, and I really like Els as a character. The club, yeah, I know. The club will be suspended at the end of the month. It surprised me because it was so sudden, but there's nothing we can do about it. Really? Yeah, because the school's going to be segregated, whether we like it or not. Be glad, Els. You'll be safer this way. This is good, right? And he's trying to stay optimistic. Coward. You have no right to say any of that. And he looks surprised to see somebody agree with him. Els, I don't want you to talk about my safety. Didn't you sneak herbivore meat from the place called the Back Alley Market? What? How did you know? Well, it's a well-known rumor in the club. Not just you eating meat, also that you said that if I was a female tiger, you would so hit that. I know all of your misdeeds, she says. But I thought it was the zebra that he said he liked. Either way, who cares? But even so, I still enjoy being with you because I know your good sides just as much as your bad sides. But that's only because of our club. Stop it, calm down, and we see flashbacks to all the good he's done, like holding Tal back Els, I want you to read this manga, or when he shared the manga with her, leave the heavy lifting to me. And I love this. I love in any series when random background panels come back to be important. The power's out. The carnivores need to huddle around the herbivores. And again, they remember Alba, Legosi, and Bill protecting everyone. So why are you so quick to give up on the club? That's enough, Els, he says. You're not used to being mad. I apologize, for more reasons than one. I was wrong, I'm sorry. Let's talk to the guys about it. I want the club to continue just as much as you do. Let's go to the training hall. That was a pretty nice talk. Yeah, that was real inspiring. We have 2 students that just listened. Guys, did you hear about the announcement? And we have Bill rushing in. And I like this panel of the club. Okay, we're seeing everyone. We should continue the club and we should do as the teachers say. We have the tallies and only 2 people voted for we should do as the teachers say. We have the giraffe there. We got Kai or Kaz, I forget his name. I think it was Kai. We got the hippo there. Legosi and Juno and Shiera. The red panda. I really need to learn everybody's name. The director, of course. Oh, hey guys, you're late. Now we've got everyone on board. Is that? Put 2 marks for we should continue the club, says Els, cutting off Bill. Alright. Now we've got everyone. Yeah, that's great. Now we need to focus on what to do next. All the club's thoughts were the same. Did you have a fight with Els? Hell no, you idiot. The baseball club. This isn't right. Yeah, it's so unreasonable. The judo club. Our fighting spirit will not be silenced. I like this, that the students are all willing to come together. Even the manga club. They're going to suspend every club in the school? We're not going to stop. I love this mouse and lion. The clubs of our school are now showing a sense of solidarity like never before. This is exactly the time for us to act, Chief. We have the PR team. Chief, this is our problem, just the same as all the other clubs. Let's make an article to give a voice to the students. Oh, are we going to have that one female character come back and be important again? Quit your preaching, Nimrods. Don't you understand how much influence the school paper has? We'll make enemies out of our teachers. Our paper speaks for the school, which is why we must respect their decision. But we want to continue making the school paper. Yeah, and we've got just the idea for our next article. Exactly. We've gone through so much while enduring your nagging and griping. We got through every challenge faced because of your cuteness. This is what coexistence is all about. Stay cute for the rest of your life, Chief. Oh, you, looking down on me. And now we have new school wave. News of school suspension brews a storm of opposition. I love the arms. Oh my god. The ties between carnivore and herbivore will be put to the test. Yeah, I don't need to read all of it. You get the general point. The mood in Cherryton School is changing. That was really fun too. What kind of time am I at? I'm 4 chapters in, right? 30 minutes, 4 chapters in. So yeah. So I'm on my 5th chapter. Hang on, I did 75, 76, 77, 78. Yeah, I might be able to go for 3 more. If I read 3 more chapters, though, just know that might mean that this will be up. You'll be seeing it on Thursday. So sorry if it's a day late, but the reason why is because I went extra long on it. Because I just wanted to read more. I want to catch up more for everyone, and I want to read more personally, and give everyone more per video for them. So either way, we have chapter 79, a lingerie to lingerie talk. Yes, please, let's go, let's do this. Huh? You want me to be Adler the Reaper? And we have Juno. Yep, I believe we should make our New Year's performances very different from all the others. Says, again, the director. I don't even know if we've ever learned his name, but the director handing the mask to Juno. Like I've been saying a million times, I really need to go back through and reread what I've already read to get everyone's names down, all the side characters we barely see. But I'm a first year and a female. This so sudden. That's the point, Juno. Everyone always saw Adler as a masculine role, but with a female as Adler, we'll show off our resolve and rebellious spirit. Oh god, the legs, the skull, ugh. Interspecial clubs remain active. A lot of other clubs are desperate to do better than they had ever done before, so when it's time for the New Year's performance, it'll be time for us to step up our game. Oh, I see. I'll do my best. I knew you'd say that. You're a Beastar candidate, and you're popular to boot. You're perfect for the role. Huh, the mood in the school's changing a lot. It's like the carnivores and herbivores are actually getting closer, says Bill. Only the grown-ups want the interspecial clubs to be suspended, says Dom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name is Dom. We'll have to stop them. None of the clubs will be suspended, because everyone thinks that we should just stay unsegregated. Isn't that right, Juno? Of course, she says, smiling. But what about those ongoing interspecial murders, she thinks. Everyone's desperate to stop the school from getting segregated. Girls' locker room. But why? What's wrong with segregation? Okay, so now we're actually going to see character struggles for Juno, her struggling with something. There's no way I could have said that in front of everyone. Okay. Without segregation, we'll be exposed to truths that neither of us want to know. Why hasn't anyone realized this? There's only one thing that we need, and that's distance. Juno, good job getting that lead role. It's amazing for your first year. You have our full support. And we have Shiera and Els. Thank you. I'm happy about the role, though. It's not like we can't stay sociable to them. There's no problem with smiling at them either, as long as we keep our distance. Why can't we carnivores just maintain a stoic relationship with the herbivores? I mean, it's so simple. Okay, so this is interesting. We know before that she wanted carnivores to be seen as this, like, protective force instead of a violent force. But now we also see that she wants this protective force in society to also be separate. And then she looks on at Haru and Legosi. Oh, that could be another reason she wants it, is to separate them so that she could be around Legosi more. That would make sense. And she looks disappointed. Okay. And is that him waving at her and following behind Haru? Or is that her flashbacks to when they were in that hospital bedroom? But either way, she looks horrified. It's her, she thinks, ducking behind a curtain, or around the corner of a wall. Either way. That bunny, the herbivore who is the bane of my existence. Are they going out now? Is Legosi-senpai and that bunny? And she has blurred out them making out, having a passionate shoujo manga-like romance. This is just Juno's mental picture. Oh, I freaking love Juno. Legosi-senpai prefers girls who look like her. Her head is tiny. Her legs are as long as my upper arms. Oh, she got tripped. And then she falls down. She sees her panties. She seems used to it. I love her being angry and the guy apologizing. Haru being angry at everyone is always great. She's usually by herself despite how small and fragile she is. Does she have no friends? Where's she going? Why isn't she using the stairs for small animals? Is she going to the rooftop? I'd actually like to see those two become friends somehow. Gardening club. The gardening club? I didn't even know they had one. It doesn't look like much. She's the only member of the gardening club. Did Legosi-senpai get attracted to her because of her bravery? Oh, it's you, says Haru, opening the door. I thought you were Legosi-kun. Your footsteps sounded like his. Ooh, God, I just fit. I'm not that heavy, she thinks. And he's 77 kilograms. Wait, I don't remember your name, but I know who you are. You're close to Legosi-kun, right? Not as much as you are, she thinks. I'm Juno. Juno-chan, right. I'm Haru. I think I've already told you my name before. So, what are you here for? Well, I don't know. I'm leaving. Oh, wait, says Haru, grabbing onto her. Hee. And then she tries to get her to help, and she changed into clothes. Oh, this is cute. Like I said, I want them to be friends. An earthworm. Don't kill it. It'll help fertilize the soil. Just let it mind its own business. You can kill slugs, though, since they're parasites. Thanks for helping me. I didn't think you'd actually say yes. Please, you know that most canines can't refuse help. Or can't refuse helping people, I guess. I'm gonna get myself a small shovel. What am I doing here? Might as well ask her some questions about Legosi-senpai, although I already know the answers to most of them. Wait, where is it? Oh, found it. And then, Juno looks over, and it looks like the toolbox is about to fall on her. Jesus. Use a ladder, she says. It's right in front of you. You could have asked me for help. If this box fell down on you, you would have died. Huh? But I didn't want to keep you waiting. Besides, there's nothing to worry about. I'm always putting my life in danger. please don't endanger your life when you don't need to. Is it because you're so small and reckless that Legosi-senpai became attracted to you? And then, she sneezes. Juno-san, you're attracted to... Juno-san, are you attracted to me? And she starts rubbing her nose with her shirt. What? Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just kidding. We don't have to talk about him. I'm happy enough that I get to talk to a girl for once. I'll give you half my anpan. Or what, do you not want any? I'm feeling so many things right now. And yeah, that is actually a good point. None of the other girls ever talked to Haru, so it's actually interesting her actually having a friend that's a girl. I wanted to stay ignorant. You got some bread on your mouth, she says, to an herbivore's charm. Now I know. Wrong cheek. That's why I really wanted this school to be segregated. You're so cute, she says. Oh, so is she falling for? It's because carnivores are inferior to herbivores. Okay, so her true beliefs are that carnivores are actually inferior, so she's letting her inferiority complex come out. Okay. What? I'm not suited to be a Beastar at all, she thinks. I can't place myself in even footing with the herbivores. I can't be like Louis-senpai. Do you know where Louis-senpai is right now? Says Haru. No, that's Juno, and then, Haru reacts, huh? Louis? You know where he is? And she freaks out. Try calling him on your phone. He was worried about you when I talked to him. Now, if you'll excuse me, best to leave now, so that my life doesn't go crazy like those two. And she thinks about Louis and Legosi. She's worried about Louis's whereabouts. The next chapter will start with a colored page. I like this. I like it a lot that Juno's actually going to help her reconnect with Louis, and that she was a girl that she was able to talk to. That was actually really, really good and positive. I like that a lot. So either way, I guess let's continue onward into chapter 80. I'm going to do chapter 80 and 81. So chapter 80. The winner of the new creator prize at the 22nd Tezuka Osamu Cultural Awards. The king of herbivores is conquering the back alley market, with the king of beasts by his side. Oh, but they're definitely going to recognize Haru, even if they didn't recognize Legosi. A human drama played by animal actors. Alright, see what we got now. I think if I ate you, you'd taste good, says Haru. Be sure you saw the volume cover on the first page. And we have her laying with Louis, presumably a flashback. Is that your attempt at black humor? Hee hee hee, do you think it's funny? Well, if I were a carnivore, I'd definitely think you'd look delicious. Like this part. Can't even imagine you as a carnivore. We've got some nice and warm hands, don't we? Pretty sure we'd both taste good. It calms me down to be with someone weak like me. Boss, we're here. And we have Ibuki opening the door, it looks like, and waking him up. Sorry to interrupt your daydream, sir. Don't worry, I haven't dreamed of Haru in forever. Why now, he thinks. I appreciate all your work, Shishigumi. I don't even feel the slightest bit of guilt seeing herbivore meat being sold on the streets, he thinks. It's already been 4 months since I became a figure in the back alley market, and I've discovered many things. Meat-hungry carnivores aren't the only customers who come here, and we have a hyper drug store. This place has no rules. I found that out myself. When I came to this place, oh, you two must be from the Shishigumi. And we have eye fatigue, muscle building, fatigue and sports. Right now, we're explaining to the customers which parts do which. And it's an alligator that's all chained up, respiratory problems, appetite improvement, energy enhancement. That is pretty dark. Customer. An old goat, huh? This is a business deeply hidden in the back alley market that sells carnivore meat. You know, you're supposed to chain your materials when they're going berserk. This one seems only when they're going berserk. This one seems awfully tame. He came prepared. He's selling himself out of his own will, so we won't be resisting. That's good for the customer. Cayman bodies are hard to come by. Okay, of course part of the crocodilio order. Will this really cure my disease, says the goat. Absolutely. Our hyperdrugs are always effective. Shady as the rest of them, says the guy with the scars. Hey, although I completely agree with you, it's not decent to interfere with business. The hyperdrug, a drug made from combining crude drugs and carnivore material. Okay. It's popular with the rich, the superficial, the power-hungry, the physically handicapped, and not to mention the financially handicapped carnivores. I'm doing this because I'm looking for money. Pick parts that'll keep my body stable, huh? Okay. Alright. How old are you, Ingredient-kun? 37. I need to make some loans, but I ended up biting off more than I could chew and lost all my possessions. Such a disturbing turnabout. Oh, I see, young reptile. For 10 years, my lower body's been paralyzed. Before I die, I'd like to fix my relationship with my wife and enjoy her company for a night at least. Give me what I need, doctor. Okay, prepare to sever the genitals. Ready? Wait, what did you just say? What about the anesthesia? Oh, poor Cayman guy. And he starts screaming, and he'll have Ibuki covering Louis's eyes so he doesn't see. Ibuki, hey, what are you acting like my father for? Hey. The boss is only 18. He didn't need to see that. Ibuki, what's the point? 18 years is basically adult age. That was hard to watch, though. I haven't seen cruelty like that in a while. Emasculation without anesthesia. Okay. He's definitely mad at me, thinks Ibuki. Sorry about that, boss. And I actually really like Ibuki. The hyperdrug business gets tons of money. That's why I'm using my status as an herbivore to support it. The doctors there are sensitive guinea pigs. They only agreed to have you guys as their bodyguards because you have a deer as your boss. Do you understand? We're thankful for that. Yeah, it's also because of your skills at negotiation. In case you didn't know. Okay. I spent my childhood in an exceedingly harsh climate, completely different from you coddled lions. Go back without me. I'm going to have a smoke. Alright. Ibuki's such a meddler. He became the boss's close aide and we didn't even notice. And I've noticed, so, again, trying to remember everybody, there's one fourth one that I don't ever remember, but we have the guy with the X-shaped scar, the guy with the 3 scars across the side of his face, and then Ibuki has the glasses. And I believe Ibuki's the one, maybe, that Legosi shot his ear off, but I'll have to look at his ear. Right now, I'm standing tall, thinks Louis. I was a mere fawn with a price tag, but now I get to look down on this whole entire market. There are too many weaklings that allow society to wither them away. Boss, please don't think about jumping off, says Ibuki. Again, why would I kill myself now? I knew about how you spent your childhood, you know? It's a beautiful night outside. Okay, and Ibuki rolls up his sleeves, and he has recovery from exhaustion marked on his elbow. Makes you want to laugh, right? I got this tattoo when I was a kid. Imagine that. I'm who I am now because I ran away from there alone. We're not so different. Okay, and now Haru's calling. Deep down, I always knew it was true, but now I can feel it all over my body. Okay, now it makes sense why Ibuki wants to take care of him. The life of a weakling is filled with sin, and he throws his phone off the roof. He discards his weakness to live for the moment. Lighten up, Ibuki. Why don't we go for a drink? I could drink till morning, he says, laughing. Alright, then one more chapter. We're going to get through 81. Let me grab some water first, though. Alright. 81. A pair of eyes as round as dark soup. How is Kibi doing in the hospital with his arm attachment surgery? Okay, so we're getting to see Kibi again. My doctor told me that my arm will heal faster if I drink more milk. It's pretty convenient for me and my long tongue. Well, they stitched up my arm, but it's all up to me to get my arm moving the way it used to. This is such a good series. I love all of the little things going on at one time, all the time. Hey, Chapter 81. A pair of eyes as round and dark as soup bowls. It's hard to talk to you when you're so far away, Tao, and he's all the way across the room. The assailant Tao pays a visit. Kibi, I shouldn't have come to visit you. I'm sorry. These flowers aren't even that good. Come here. Nothing to worry about. Today's a weekday, so you don't have school today? I'm on break. Well, to be specific, I got suspended for 2 weeks, unsurprisingly. What I did to you can't be dismissed as a freak accident that rarely ever happens. All it took was some stretches for that horrible thing to happen. It was just an accident, but that doesn't excuse what I did to you. How can I ever make it up to you? Tao, touch my hand. What? You know I can't do that. I ripped your arm off. Just do it. I've decided that I'm never going to touch another herbivore ever again. But you came to visit me, didn't you? I don't want to spend the rest of my life being afraid of carnivores, so I want you to touch my hand so we can make up. Just be gentle. And then he touches his hand. And I like this development for Tao as well, Tao and Kibi. It moved. They connected all your nerves back? Hee. I started feeling it again this morning. Really? Is it okay for me to be happy about this? Yeah, with some good rehab, it'll go back to the way it was. I had to go through a lot of pain, but you were suffering too, weren't you? I'm really grateful you visited me today. Kibi's arm's gonna get better. And we have Dom reading out a message from Tao. Okay, that's really, really cool. I like this, all the characters and all their communication. He couldn't move his arm when you visited him. This is amazing. And he's crying when he's talking to Legosi. Yeah, all his hard work paid off. I'm thinking of visiting him myself, says Riz, walking by. Riz. You know, he'll be, you should. I know we'll be happy, says Dom, again not knowing things. He's thinking of visiting Kibi, this coming from the one with the least control over his instincts. Legosi, the spotlight. And we have the red panda showing him a light bulb. I need to protect everyone, he's thinking. The same male who ate one of his club members. Legosi, did you just growl? Are you angry or something? I'll keep everything a secret until I solve this case. Sorry, that was just a hiccup. I don't know how I feel about Tao's 2-week suspension. You think they couldn't have done something else, says Dom? I don't think so, says Riz. Calm down. Don't make a fuss, thinks Legosi. It was an accident, but he still hurt Kibi, says Riz. It's a terrible crime to be careless around herbivores. Oh, and what? And Legosi starts to tense up and get really, really pissed. What the hell are you talking about, meat eater? He thinks, and he smashes the spotlight. Are you just telling that to yourself? Legosi, tell me, Riz. Tell me how guilty Tao is for his crimes. Stop it, Legosi, says Bill. Someone stop him, says Dom. What happened? Let's stop this, says Riz calmly. They're all watching. I don't care. That's only your concern. All carnivores should know how to control their emotions, and Riz grabs both of his forearms. Your soul's inferior to mine. I don't feel torment anymore, because I know how herbivores taste like. Yo. Wow, you're so mean. And then they both look, and of course it's going to be Pina interrupting again. I was speaking for the poor spotlight here. Get a hold of yourself, Legosi-senpai. You shouldn't cause any more damage than you already have. Pina-kun, right, Riz-senpai? I'm sorry. Yeah, and? I'll pay for the spotlight? There, that's what I wanted to hear. Problem solved. Let's get back to practice. Right. Is everyone here? Monster-senpai's thinking of something stupid. I just know it, says Pina looking over. Please don't expect me to clean up after every mess you make. We're the only ones who know that Riz is the killer. You have no discipline. I'm really sorry, says Legosi. Well, I don't blame you for getting pissed off. I'm guessing Riz is used to the whole good bear act. I'd consider him to be the polar opposite of you. I have you as my ally, but Riz is alone and acts in secrecy, says Legosi. If I were in his shoes, I wouldn't be able to take the torment. How's he so calm? I felt this impenetrable wall, an overwhelming difference between us. So it's like you're a virgin and he isn't, says Pina. That's close. It's like he's in a different world because he knows something that I don't. I think I need to find out how he thinks. Wait. Calm down. Why should you lump yourself together with a damn criminal? Used to cursing around Legosi. Come on, everyone has the potential to be a criminal, especially carnivores. Legosi-senpai, are you thinking of eating me so you can get closer to him, says Pina. No way, but I still found a way to solve this case. I'm going to reach a mutual understanding with Riz by fighting him, so that he can have a showdown with Riz. I think it's possible. I have to hurry. See you tomorrow, says Pina. I love Pina just dealing with this. I wouldn't be surprised if Legosi shows up in tomorrow's news as a sex offender. I'm not going to testify for him. Okay, that was really good. Let me take a quick jump cut. Okay, that was all really, really fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I loved reading those. And I guess in 2 weeks I'm going to continue with more, but my camera's battery is almost dead, so I'm going to need to go ahead and finish this off. So if you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this read through, what you thought of these 5 chapters, my thoughts on them and all that, my first reactions and all that. Sorry if my voice, again, has been pretty gone the entire time. Subscribe for more. Beastars much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us there, just ask and I'll give you a link. That is it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.